Hi everyone.
Hey,
Welcome back to Makeup Plus Mondays. We are his own. Number 8, yes. We're his own. We're a band and ministry out of Nashville, Tennessee. And today we're talking about body image. This is a really good topic. It's a hard topic, a really, I think, important one because it's so common today. I think every girl, honestly, struggles with this because we are constantly told in this society what we should look like and that it's never enough. And it's a crazy world that we live in. And you know, this is a topic that's really close to my heart because for me, I struggled with body image for a really long time. And honestly, for 10 years, I really kind of struggled with an eating disorder. I struggled with really overeating and undereating, and just really with that, of course, body image. And I really beat myself up for years because of that. It was just this constant battle of going up and down with food and with my weight. And with that, I think a lot of girls know, with that, a lot of shame, a lot of self-hatred, and just such a battle. You know, we really battle with ourselves, and I know this is a really common problem. And several years back, I went on a retreat with Father Jacques Philippe. If anybody has not heard of him, I recommend that you look him up and read anything that he's written. He's incredible, one of my favorite authors. And I was really privileged to go on a retreat with him, and he made this comment that it just hit me like a ton of bricks, and it was really a turning point for me. And he said, you know, real holiness and humility is to be able to look at ourselves and to say, you know, I'm just human, and I have certain beauties and strengths, and I also have certain weaknesses and certain fragilities, and that's okay. You know, and fragilities, what that means is just certain weaknesses, areas where we're small and fragile, and we need help, and we're imperfect, and it's okay because that's part of being human. And I remember when he said that, I looked at the particular weaknesses in my life and also around those struggles with food. And I just, for the first time, was able to look at it and not condemn myself so harshly for it and beat myself up for it, but just say, this is just one of my fragilities. This is just part of my being human. This is just an area of struggle in my life, and it's okay. And when I started to do that and stop demanding perfection from myself and stop demanding that I eat perfectly and look perfect and be perfect, ironically, it really started to lift in my life.
Yeah, and I work in the health and fitness field, and you know, I am with people who are training for fitness competition shows and models and everything else. And even these women who we can look at and say, oh my gosh, they have the perfect body. We had these conversations where they come and they're like, yeah, I want to have liposuction on this, and this isn't skinny enough, and this isn't big enough, and back and forth. No one gets to the point where they're satisfied because the world's always saying you need to look like this, you have to be this, and it's not true. It really isn't. And this is something that we all struggle with, and there are days where we feel beautiful and days where we don't feel beautiful, no matter what we look like.
Yeah, actually, it's like just hitting me now is, what is the perfect body?
Right.
The perfect body is a gift. Oh my gosh. It's a gift. It's our bodies are meant to be a gift for another. And that's what the perfect body is when you use it as a gift. It's not the certain size or certain shape, because Lord knows, I mean, these girls know, like, I'm always like, oh, I'm so curvy.
Yeah, we all struggle.
You know, like we all have our things, but really, like, our body is a gift. That's the perfect body, is when it's a gift, when it's used as a gift. It doesn't matter what it looks like, what your curves are, if you have any, if you don't have any, or what size you are. Is that our body is a gift, and we're taking care of it as the Lord asks us to, because we are. Maria's always saying this, you know, our body is a temple, or our body is a temple. It is a temple, and it's the perfect body is when it's used as a gift. So it looks so differently. Moms who've had babies, you know, our bodies are different. Yeah. Girl, you know, it doesn't, like me. I haven't had any children yet. My body is so different than these 3 girls' bodies. Like, but when we use it as a gift, that's the perfect body.
Yeah. And there's such a balance, I think, between really loving ourselves and then also just letting ourselves be imperfect. You know what I mean? Because we are human. You know, and there are days where I'm like, oh, I've had a few too many brownies still. You know what I mean? Like, it's just life. It's just imperfect. But it's okay. Like, we can live in the gray. It's not so black and white, you know? So we know that this is an area that a lot of girls struggle. So please feel free to write comments, or if you want, please feel free to message us privately on Facebook or on our website, BeHisOwn viazone.com. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for allowing us to share our hearts with you. And send us your selfies, send us your comments at Facebook and Instagram at viazone, or Twitter at viazone.com. Pray for us, and we're praying for you. God
Thanks,
bless
y'all.
you. See you next Monday.